Hello, everybody, and welcome to our interview with a private day school-based behavior analyst. My name is Dr. O'Day, and I'm going to be facilitating this interview. So I'd like to introduce you to Natoya Jones. Natoya, can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Yes, hello everyone. Thank you for having me, Dr. O'Day. My name is Natoya Jones. I'm currently a behavior analyst licensed in Virginia. I received my master's degree in psychology from Capella University. I've been practicing as a behavior analyst since 2021, and I currently work at a private day school in Virginia. I'm also a founder of a ABA company in West Virginia.
That is absolutely amazing. Today, we'll be specializing in your area or focusing on your area of a school-based behavior analyst. Can you tell us a little bit about that setting where you work?
Yeah, so I work at a private day school in Virginia, and we serve the autism population as well as other developmental disabilities or cognitive delays. We work 9 to 3 every day, Monday through Friday. And what's so unique about this school is that we're kind of the last stop shop for students before they go to residential treatment. So we kind of get the hardest kids from everywhere, and we really bring them in and we work with them. And the whole plan is to get them to go back to public school. Yeah,
That's absolutely amazing. And I'm sure you do that utilizing the principles of applied behavior analysis. Is that correct?
that is correct.
That's absolutely amazing. Those students are so lucky to have such hardworking and passionate individuals such as yourself helping support them. Speaking of the school day, can you give us an overall picture of what a day in your life looks like? So, starting with, can you tell us a little bit about your work schedule? You already kind of told us when you start and you stop, but you mentioned working in the school setting. Do you all get any holidays? Is it a year round school? What does that look like for you?
Yes, so we are a year-round school, which means we don't have a summer off. So we do have some breaks as well, though. We follow the current county that we have in Virginia, and we do have some breaks. We'll follow their holiday breaks. But we're a year-round school in the sense that we work through the summer, but we will have like a week off in June, a week off in July, and a week off in August. But the whole point of that is to really lessen that transition for students because that transition can be really hard for them. So if we minimize the breaks that they have, the transition is much better.
I love that. Thank you so much for sharing. Can you tell us a little bit about what your primary responsibilities are during the day, focusing first on students and then also on staff?
First, on students, so I would say like the bulk of my job is working hand in hand with the behavioral leads. So the behavioral leads are the ones that are basically on the front line with the students. So I work hand in hand with them, and then they work with the actual teachers in the classroom, and we all work together to make sure that we are giving the student the best behavior intervention plans and just working one on one with them.
I love it. So you really emphasize the importance of training your staff because if your staff are adequately trained, then they can best support the students.
Absolutely.
I love that. And what does that kind of look like when you're training the staff? Do you go and model the skill for the staff? Are you there, showing them how to run the skill with the student? Are you giving them video feedback, written feedback? What does that kind of look like, your training process?
The training process, so we do a lot of behavior skills training. A lot of my behavioral leads are hands on, so they like that in the moment type of feedback. So we do a lot of behavior skills training. We also work on writing behavior intervention plans together. I'll provide feedback to them on their plans. If they have any questions in the moment, I'm just there to provide support and guidance to help them achieve their goal.
I love that. Thank you so much. Now, speaking of the job, though, there's definitely highs and lows, I'm sure.
Absolutely, yes.
But what would you say is the hardest part of the job?
I would say the hardest part of the job is getting everyone to be on the same page, the consistency. So for the students, they need consistency. And if they find that one person, that one loophole, it really can unravel everything.
Absolutely. We definitely don't want there to be any behavioral contrast, right? Safety has to be that priority. I love that.
Absolutely. Yes.
And while definitely there's hard parts of the job, I know that there's really high parts, really wonderful things that make those difficult days worthwhile. What are some of the best parts of the job?
The best parts of the job is actually seeing the students reach their goals. Like they all have their own IEP goals, they all have their own behavior intervention plans, but actually seeing the progress on paper and the achievements that they're making, I would say that's the biggest reward.
I have to agree. That is such a magical moment, being able to see kind of the fruits of your labor. I love that.
Absolutely. Yes, yes.
So, then to kind of wrap up our interview with the final question that I have for you is what words of advice would you give for someone who's interested in becoming a school based behavior analyst?
I would say learn to be very flexible and learn to adapt to your surroundings. And also be open to feedback because one way is not the right way. Everybody brings something different to the table. Be willing to collaborate and adjust accordingly.
I have to agree. Well, thank you so much for joining me today. It has been a pleasure, and I'm sure our students will really enjoy this interview.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for having me, Dr. O'Day.
Thank you. Take care.